All right, and here we go. We are live. Good afternoon, my fellow comic book collectors. My name is Chris. This is my channel. We love comics. And as always, I hope you guys are doing okay. Hopefully you're safe. Hopefully you are not too bored out of your mind. If you're somebody like me who's been out of work all this time and has to stay home, it could get quite interesting. And some people have told me that my videos are helping kind of pass the time. So I have a couple this week. If you haven't gotten notifications, recheck the notification bell if you haven't hit it. If you have, sometimes YouTube will take away the notifications. So even if you don't get one, I promise you I will make at least one video a week, if not more. So if in that time period you don't see a video, just come check out my channel and you'll most likely see them. I have some comics for sale. I did a video a couple of days ago. I also have a link in the description for my store if you want to see it. I also encourage you to check out the link for the eBay, the eBay, I think it's called Rakuten now, but it's the cashback program. That's what I always called it. That's the second link that you see in the live chat. Click on it, sign up. It's free to do. If you spend $25 or more within the first 90 days, you get an additional $10 cash back. And I get a one-time referral fee if you do that. So we got a bunch of people here already. Let me say hello to the people that are here. And don't forget to wait until the end, because I always do a surprise subscriber shout-out. I give a shout-out to one of the people in the live chat. So if you've never even seen my channel before and you just discover this chat going on, please come on in and join in the fun. Have a conversation with everybody. You never know who you might connect with. So Michael P., you are first today. Welcome. We got Hydra. We got Luke, we got Ricky, we got Rick, so two different people. We got Brian, we got James, we got Paul, we got Gary, we got another Robert, we got Peter, always good to see you. Peter always wants me to say hi to Michelle, so hello Michelle, glad you're listening, and appreciates my voice, thank you. People say I have a voice fit for radio. Carlos is here, Mega Key where? Well, I'm about to show you, so stick around. Agu Ramos is here. Jacob is here. Gizmo Rain is here. And sorry, I keep scrolling on me. Jesse, Antoine, Douglas, Willie, Darren, Quiet Storm, Gradu, and many more. So stick around till the end if you want the surprise subscriber shout out. Always, if you can, give it a thumbs up if you appreciate it. And let's put on the video camera so you can see. I got another deal. I mean, you can't say there are good things that come out of this situation. Obviously, any kind of tragedy is always bad, so please, I want to make sure, you know, I don't trivialize that at all. But with any situation in the world, you could look at everything from a negative point of view, or you could see some things in a, you know, in a good point of view. Even with a forest fire, as bad as it may be, it clears the ground for new life to grow. So I try and think of things of more of a positive outlook. That's up to you. You don't have to agree. You know, that's just my way of thinking. So I always try and think, even with tragedies or bad situations, you know, like, I mean, you guys should know if you've been watching my channel. I mean, I've almost died, and I have it on camera of the night that I had to be carried into the hospital. So, you know, I kind of try and see the positive side of things and try and find some good. During this time period, you can find deals that you probably weren't going to be able to get at any other time. And because movies, the comic book movies, and basically every movie as of now, is being put on hiatus, that gives you extra time to be able to buy some keys, and the prices are going down a little bit, and people are a little bit more flexible with prices. So this might be the last time to be able to get some of these mega key books before, you know, we get back to normal. So, like I said, I'm one of those glasses half full kind of guys. I'm one of those people, if life hands you lemonade, you make lemons, you make lemonade. You know, anybody can think the way they want. I just prefer to be more optimistic. So this is a deal that the PayPal was giving a $50 coupon if you used their credit program. So the good thing is, I put this on the 6-month credit, and, alright, they did put, so I can show you, obviously I'll take away the name, but I'll show you the price I paid for it, and obviously, this is a book I highly recommend. I have several copies of this book. I always tell people, get as many copies as you can of key books, because then, if you have to sell one, you still own it. Or you can use the multiple ones to upgrade and get another book via a trade. Keep using this God-given gift of a brain to make sure you come up with ideas. Like they say, it ain't over till it's over. So I try and think of the positive route, and I want to instill that in all of you. And I'm not just one of those millionaire lucky playboys that gets everything he wants. If you've been watching my channel, you know all the tragedies and things I have to, overcome. And I'm sitting here like many of you. I haven't had work in 3 weeks, but I still find a way to make a little bit of income to kind of keep things going. So I know what it's like to struggle, but I also know what it's like to not give up. And I want to give that kind of message to those who have it resonate with them. So those of you that are here for the book, we got the back of the book right there. Isn't that beautiful? But this is a Silver Age key. This looks a lot better than what I thought it was. I'm really looking forward to sending this in to get graded. Of course, I will have to check the inside of the book, but this is probably my 5th copy of this book, and one I highly recommend you getting. And that is Fantastic Four, number 48. First appearance of Silver Surfer, full appearance, and the cameo appearance of Galactus. So this is a book that I highly recommend. I actually, when I still do the mega, like, what do I have? The mega deals that I have with my comic books, the mystery packages, and I've given away 2 of these in those packages. So I'm not going to guarantee what's going to be in them, but especially those higher packages, and the link is in the description and in the live chat. If you get some of the bigger ones, you're going to get some good books. But this is a book I've been recommending for the longest time. And with the situation that we're in right now, making lemonade out of a lemon, you could be able to get these books for prices that you probably wouldn't have been able to get. Now, this does have a date stamp. It's in grease pencil. That doesn't bother me because they allow that. So it's not like it's a signature or anything. There's some color-breaking creases along the spine. But as you can see, nothing major. There's a good 10 to 12 of them. None of them go more than 1/8 of an inch to 1/4 of an inch. Staples are intact. Corners look semi-rounded, but I would say this is easily about a 4.5 to a 5.5 range. This person was selling this book. It was newly listed, so that's one of the things I tell people. I highly recommend checking the newly listed auctions with the buy it nows, because this person had this listed for $500 plus $4.95 shipping and handling. And because eBay had a program where they were doing $50 off if you did the PayPal credit, which means I have 6 months to pay for this, with shipping and handling, I paid $454.95 for this book. This is probably, as of now, easily a $1,000, if not a $1,200 book. And that is before any announcements of a movie for Fantastic Four, for Galactus, or for Silver Surfer. So if they spread those out, this book can go up 3-fold. So this is a book I highly recommend. And, for $500, if this was a 1.8 to a 2.0, that would be a good price. Like I said, this is about a 4.5 to a 5.5 range. So that book is going to be worth a pretty penny, and they haven't even made an announcement yet. So obviously, like I said, I have to check the whole book, but this is one of those things, I didn't have to spend all the money right away. I have 6 months to spend $454.95. And just to show you, make sure none of the personal information is out there, I'm going to show you the price so you can see. And you could see right here, Fantastic Four book, $500, $4.95. So he got the full amount, but I got a $50 discount using the PayPal credit. So $454 for that book. I can't say it's a steal, but it's a pretty darn good discount. So I paid over half of what that book is currently worth. Now, again, because that movies are going to be delayed for maybe up to 6 months to a year in production, a lot of the announcements have been put on hold, which means you're kind of getting a stay of execution when it comes to these skyrocketing, because you know as soon as they make the announcements what's going to happen to these books. There's going to be people, as soon as there's an announcement, they're going to go rush out and try and buy every book instead of buying it months or years in advance and not do it last minute, and the price is going to go up, because remember, they don't make any more of these, so the supply at the very least would be stagnant but goes down. I mean, how many times have you gotten something in the mail that somebody didn't package right and it got destroyed? Or somebody gets, unfortunately, maybe a house fire or water damage, or they put it on the wall and the sun faded it, or it gets stolen, or whatever, or gets lost. The amount goes down over the years, and the supply will go up. That's going to raise the prices. So even if you cannot afford this book, Fantastic Four 49 is another great book to get, and it's the first cover appearance of both of those characters. But of course, you can't go wrong with the first appearance. Now, this is in Mylar, so it looks a little bit shinier than it is. That's the one thing about Mylar, is it makes the comic look better than it actually is. But as you can see, the colors are perfect. So the shininess is from the Mylar. That's one of many reasons why I don't like using Mylar. But, I mean, hey, if somebody puts it in it, I'm not going to complain. So when I send next month's 4 books out to PGX to get graded, this will be one of them. Hopefully, because I have another book that's coming all the way from Australia. They haven't mailed it yet, but hopefully it'll get here before the end of the month. That's another Mega Key, and with the discounts I got, I paid probably 60% off of what the current value is of another Mega Key book. So I want to make people think about not getting discouraged, because there's always a way. Like I said, I've been out of work now because I'm a DJ and all the bars are closed, and I had the flea market, which you see the link scrolling on the top and everything. That's been closed for about 2.5 weeks now, so I don't have my regular income coming in. But because I sell my periods, that'd be weird. Because I sell my pyramids and other things, and that's been going very well, I've been able to have some income coming in. And Willie was nice enough just to do a super chat. So if anybody does these, I want to read them, especially, they make it so it's very easy to see. So he says, after unboxing on your sick bed in the hospital, I knew you were dedicated to your channel and subscribers. Thanks for the positive videos. We need it. Thank you. Yeah, what he's talking about is back in, it was either October or November, right around my birthday, I had to be carried into the hospital via ambulance because I almost died on my bathroom floor. And that night, well, the next morning, I think it was, or the night, I'm not sure, while I'm connected to breathing tubes, I mean, I kind of kid around, but who knows? Maybe I was one of the first people to have corona back then, because no one knew what I had. They just said I had some kind of major lung infection, but they couldn't figure out what it was. So that's obviously before, mainstream knew what was going on. So, I mean, who knows? I doubt it. But I pretty much almost died, and I made a video where I had my wife bring in a couple of comics, and I did an unboxing. So, yeah, I'm very serious about this, and I love what I do, and it keeps my sanity. And plus, if it weren't for my comics, I would not be living in this house in Florida right now, because my comics, because I have about 35,000 or so comics, I was able to sell just a few of them, and not any of my major books, so I was able to hold on to those, but I was able to buy my house for my wife and I because of comic books. So I want you to see, obviously if you're getting them because you love to read them, that's awesome. If you're buying them because you love the artwork, that's awesome. There is no wrong way. Don't let anybody else discourage you or tell you the right way just because they may think differently. That's one of the reasons why I have a few haters that I do. And, this time, that what we're going through, there should be people, like, loving each other instead of hating each other. But I want people to know that key issue comics mega deals are out there. If somebody would have posted this for $1,000, buy it now, somebody would have bought it. I paid under $500 for a book that should come back between a 4.5 and a 5.5 grade, and it's going to get even more valuable because they have not made an announcement yet. So any Wolverines, any X-Men, any Fantastic Four, any Doctor Doom, any Deadpool, yes, even Deadpool, because right now that the Deadpool first appearance, New Mutants 98, is going down a little bit, that to me screams buying opportunity. Buy them when they're on sale. Don't be like most of the people that wait until it's too late. I mean, I'll give you a prime example. I stock up on supplies. I'm one of those kind of prepper kind of people. I've been that way since about 2011. And even before that, I was always stocking up on stuff like soaps and toilet papers and things that are non-perishable, because I always knew that if something was on sale, I was eventually going to need it, and it doesn't rot and it doesn't melt. So I have not had to be online for any food at all. And I was going to go to Sam's Club today to pick up a couple of things, not anything that we majorly needed, but, you know, get some, like, hot dog buns, because I have these vegetarian hot dogs. They're vegan hot dogs. They're made from plants, and they're actually really good. But we need to get some hot dog buns and some other little things, but nothing I really needed. And when I got there, they shut the Sam's Club down to the point where they're only letting in a few people at a time. You had to stand in line outside, 6 feet apart, and the line was going around the Sam's Club. And I'm like, there's no way I'm going to wait on that line, because they said it's probably going to be at least an hour wait just to get inside. And because I didn't need anything, because I have, and my wife, I provided everything, because not only I have food and water for us, I have enough cat food for my 3 cats inside and the 5 to 7 cats that come here outside for a year, because I prepared for this before any event. And that's why on my other channel, I have another channel I haven't done a video in about 6 months. It's called Barn on 11970. I was telling people for years about this. Not this particular event, but being prepared for things that can happen like that. And I was always laughed at and criticized and made fun of. Family didn't want to talk to me. And yet, I'm here. I don't have to worry about a darn thing. I even have enough toothbrushes to last the millennium. So the idea is to be prepared for things. So when it comes down to situations, you may have extra income to be able to spend on things like this. Because some people could say, oh, you have no work and everything. How are you able to buy these? Well, like I said, first of all, I have 6 months to pay for this. And second of all, because I make different things and I do it via mail, whether you agree with them or not, I mean, I don't care. I'm here for the people who like those things. I don't force anybody to buy my products. But it's a way to get supplemental income. I also contact eBay people, and I ask them, even if they don't have a best offer, would you be willing to take another price, a lower price than what they're asking for? And believe it or not, especially now, some people say yes. Don't focus on the times where you tried it and it didn't work, because it's like falling in love. You could date 100 different people and get turned down 100 different times, and then all of a sudden, the 101st comes along and it's the best thing that ever happened to you. Do you care anymore about the other 100? No. So don't linger on the past. Don't linger on the negative. When things are bad, you could be like everybody else and be woe is me and do nothing and spend your life crying and wondering why nothing gets done, waiting for your turn to come. Or you could make the best out of your life and try and be positive and say, you know what? What can I do during this time to make my life better? Or at the very least, not from getting worse. So this right now, because I'm stuck in my house, I can't go swimming because all the beaches are closed. I can't go to the pool because the pool is closed. Can't go to the park because the park is closed. Can't go really shopping because almost every store is closed. So I'm stuck in my house for the past couple of weeks, and it's going to be a couple of weeks more. This is one of the things that's kind of keeping my sanity going. And I'm sure a lot of you that are watching this probably have the same situation. So you need these kind of things. Don't be surprised that if you put your heart into it and do it the right way, that all of a sudden things just miraculously happen to find you. Most people think it's luck and chance and all that kind of stuff. There are very few that know that you can create your own world. And I'm not going to get deep into that because most people can't handle that stuff, and, you know, that's for you to decide. But you see, no matter how many hurdles I've had to overcome, and if you've been watching my channel, you've seen them, because I share it with you, that not only am I be able to manage to be okay, but actually still benefit from when most people are not able to. That's not bragging, because like I said, I'm no millionaire. It's not like I have a slush fund or I have millions of dollars in bank accounts that I could just throw away. I work hard at what I do. So this way, because of the fact that I don't have to go shopping, I don't need water. I definitely don't need toilet paper. I stocked up on toilet paper, and I used to buy things when it was on sale, even if I didn't need it, because I knew eventually, like toilet paper, I knew I would eventually need it. So I had about 100 rolls of toilet paper before any of this even started. So it's not like I was one of those people that was seeing it now and just hoarding it up. I prepare for all situations, and I want you to think that way too. If this doesn't teach you anything, let it teach you that situations can turn in an instant. And if you're not prepared, you're going to be like 95 to 99% of the people who will be struggling for any little bit they can get. And it's that 1% that plan ahead, that think about alternate possibilities, that can not only succeed, but even thrive. And that's why I've said, even in the times of the Great Depression, there were more millionaires that came out of the Great Depression than any other time in U.S. history. So you could be one of the many that follow each other and follow each other off a cliff, or you could be like the few that get mocked, that get ignored, that get laughed at, but ultimately end up being the survivors and the thrivers because they did what was necessary, not what they were told. So, as you can see, I talk about more than just comics. So if you just come in here now wondering what the heck's going on, if you're new to my channel, this is one of the things I do. Some people appreciate it, some don't. The ones that hit the thumbs up, show me you appreciate it. The ones that hit the thumbs down, my question is, instead of coming here to be negative, why even bother? Go watch something that helps you. So let's do today's surprise subscriber shout out. If you want one, hit subscribe, but you don't have to. Please hit the thumbs up. I really appreciate it. And today's surprise subscriber shout out will go to... We're going to go with Sequential Geek. You are today's surprise subscriber shout out. And we're going to go to Made to Last. You are also our surprise subscriber shout out. So you are both our shout outs today. So give the shout outs a shout out. And don't forget, guys, if you could share my link, I'd really appreciate it. Check it out if you want to see some of the comic books I'm selling. I even have those mystery packages and everything. Check those out as well. I make sure you get your money's worth. And the Ebates one, click on that if you want the cashback program. It's free to do, and it does help me. If you use it and spend $25 or more within the first 90 days, it's a way to get supplemental income for me, because my wife is paying the bills right now, and she's allowing me to be able to get stuff like this because she knows it's going to help with our future. So yes, I enjoy doing it. I love comics. I love getting deals, but I also know in troubled times, it's going to help save us from never having to worry about where our next meal is coming from. And I don't want any of you to have to go through that. And if throughout the time of my channel, I've shared everything with you. The ups, the downs, the good, the bad, the negative, the positive. Because I want you to see that I practice what I preach. I'm not one of those happy-go-lucky where everything's wonderful and everything's a bed of roses and I get everything that I want just by snapping my fingers. I've had to work hard for it, and I've almost lost everything, including my life. So if I can be positive with all the things going on, and that's why even with this situation, remember guys, this situation that's going on has to do with lungs. If you watch my video, I almost died, and I've almost died 7 times in my life with lung problems. So if anybody should be scared about what's going on right now, it should be me, because I'm going to be 50 years old, so I'm in that bracket range. I also have had breathing problems all of my life, but I'm not scared, because I don't want to live that way, because I hate to break it to anybody out there, but you could be the healthiest person in the world. When it's your time to go, it's your time to go. So why worry about something that you have no control over? Live your life, be happy, and do the best that you can. And Made to Last says only 3 likes. Let's get busy. I hope you do. But if anything, even if you don't hit the like button, if something came out of this positive that you enjoyed, then hey, that's what matters to me. So, I mean, how many channels out there can do about a 23, 24-minute video about one comic and people still watch? So if you've been watching this far, I want you to all to tell me what it is that you are seeing right now. And that is a box of staples. So you put that in the comment section. Now, obviously, if you're watching right now, it's going to be very easy to do that. But if you're not one of my live people, if you write this in your comment section, you tell me, you show me that you actually watched the whole video, because that's my power viewers and ultra power viewers. If you want to be a power viewer, it means you watch a video from beginning to end. If you're an ultra power viewer, you watch all of them from beginning to end. Well, any of them you see. And Largo just did an awesome super chat. He just did a $35 super chat. That's really nice. Largo, normally when you send a super chat, you're allowed to write something. So please, if you ever do that, please write something, because I would love to do it, especially if you want to promote something. And guys, you don't have to write the box of staples now, because considering you're here, I'm talking about putting it in the comment section. But don't just write box of staples. I want you to write a comment and see if you can come up with some Smart way to include a box of staples into the comment. Let's see you guys use your thought process. Anybody could write the word staples or box of staples, but can you write a comment when this processes and put that in the comment so most people don't know what it is? So Steven Spock says bag of taters, and I wish I had those right now, but I don't. So ladies and gentlemen, that is my video. Just in case you arrived late, this is the comic that was my book that I highly recommend. I will get these all day, every day, especially when I paid $454.95. This will come back between a 4.5 and a 5.5. Probably going to come out to a 5.0 to a 5.5, but I'd rather be lower than higher just in case. But this is definitely a key book. There are deals out there. You have to work hard. So do your research. Know what you're talking about. Instead of spending your time doing nothing while this is going on, take advantage of the fact that you could be on the internet. You could work all day to try and hone in your craft. You get what you give. So if you give nothing, don't be surprised you get nothing. Don't be one of those people. That's what the herd does. Be the shepherd and not the herd. So thanks for listening, guys. Please share my link, and please don't forget to hit the thumbs up. It really does help. And for those that of you who have done it, thank you very much. Those of you who thumbed down, put in the comment section why. Let me know. Is it because I'm long-winded? We all know that one. But if you think I'm doing a bad job, instead of just hitting a thumbs down, why not intelligently tell me what I can do better? So that's it. I know I say that 500 times, but this is the end. Give the shout-out to the shout-outs, and do not forget, it is not you, it is not I, it is we love comics. Thanks, everybody. You guys have a great day. I'll see you soon. And Jason, Vion, don't worry, they'll come. Have a great day, everybody. Peace out. Be safe.